Alright, welcome back. I know it's been a while since the last time we posted a video, so thanks for sticking with us. And if you're new to the channel, we are doing a series on guide flies. A guide fly is really just a super simple fly to tie that is extremely effective. So stay tuned. I have a tournament coming up for redfish, trout, and stripers. So these are going to be the three flies that I think will do a good job and bring home a trophy, hopefully. The first one is one that is similar to a tarpon toad. I'm going to call it the Redfish King. So stay tuned for that one, because that's a little secret guide fly. The second one is another secret guide fly that I tie. It's a baitfish pattern. It's similar to a game changer. So I'm going to call that one a second half. Because you know the game has really changed in the second half, so it's going to be called the second half. And the last one is a midnight minnow. A midnight minnow has been tied before by other people, but this is our version with a little bit of a spin on it. So stay tuned. So we're going to have the Redfish King, the second half, and the midnight minnow. So three really good solid flies. Both they work in all saltwater and freshwater, but specifically for redfish, trout, and stripers. Stay tuned. All right, Redfish King, here we go. We're going to start with this Gamakatsu SC17 2-aught. If you don't have this hook here, you can always go with just another wide gap hook. I like this hook. It's extremely sharp, it's strong, it does a great job. Alright, there we go, cool. I'm just using a saltwater thread. Any saltwater black thread will work. Right back to the bend. Cut it. Get you a piece of rabbit. I'm using these magnum rabbit strips here. If you use the magnums, make sure you cut a little diamond towards the back. We'll just thin out the back, make a better profile. Okay, so see how back of there's a diamond out. Cool. All right, let's wrap this in. What I really like about this saltwater thread is you can really cinch down on there really well. Okay, cool. You need to get some of this, it's just Palmer chenille. It's good stuff. They make a lot of different colors. I'm using these chartreuse here. I like chartreuse, I like pink. If you don't have that, EP makes a brush, EP sparkle brush. That stuff is really good as well. Just gonna tie this in where you tied in the rabbit. You don't need a lot of this. This just creates a little extra flash. You don't need a lot. Cool. And tie that in nice and tight. And get your deer hair, your body hair. Cut out about a size of a pencil. You want to leave the long hairs on there. You're going to take out these little guard hairs. Alright, so once you've taken out all the guard hairs, tie in a little bit towards the back. On the bottom, take your thumb, press it down, move those fibers around, then pinch these tips and cut off the excess as they move forward. Grab that same amount of deer hair. There. Get rid of the guard hairs. Put on the bottom side of the fly. Loose wrap, loose wrap. Take your thumb, move it all around. Cinch that down. Cut off the tips as they move forward. Cool. All right, so now we're going to spin some deer hair. Grab a little bit more than what you grabbed before. Get rid of those guard hairs. You're just going to cut the tips off. Put a wrap right at the middle. 2 loose wraps, and then pull it tight. You got it spun. You're just going to push it back with your thumbs. Cool. Alright, so once that's pushed back, put 2 tight wraps in front. Do the same thing. Grab a good size, that size of a pencil. Take out those little teeny tiny guard hairs. Cool. And cut the tips. Put it in front. Loose wrap, pull it tight, spin it, and push that back as well. Get it real nice and packed in there. Good. You're gonna put in your bead chain eyes and your weed guard. So grab some bead chain. You don't want a super heavy head because with redfish, definitely tailing redfish, they're going to spook. So you want something that lands pretty soft. Alright, so you're going to take your dumbbell eyes. It doesn't have to be like super tight because you're going to epoxy the bottom. But you do want to leave enough room to be able to put your weed guard on. I'm using 25-pound hard mono from Scientific Angler. Cut off about a 3-inch section. Take it, bend it in half. Pinch it over top of the B-chain, just right in front of it. You just want to get some wraps over top of it on either side. And then once you have it in there a little bit, you're going to take your thread, you're going to take some wraps behind the weed guard and in front of the eyes, so the weed guard will stay sticking upright. You can kind of move it around as you see it fit. Cool. And that's it. You can whip finish that in there, and then you'll come back in and epoxy it later. Cool. You can use your scissors or you can use a razor blade and go straight back on the bottom. And just round it off on the sides. Be pretty careful here. Cool. And flip the fly over. Like I said, round off the sides to like a baitfish crab profile. Cool. Alright, take your weed guard, cut it maybe half a centimeter above your hook point, and you're done. I'll come back in and epoxy the head eventually. That's how it looks. Super fishy fly, tons of movement. Let me know how it does for you. Stay smooth.